Are you mad?
Sweet to the bad children, you shake their head.
Right.
The girl was next.
Probably. Well, you know.
No, it just made him get out of the house faster.
Hey.
You didn't have to print.
Yes.
Sometimes it's as good as it gets.
Maybe that's feeling better, Steve.
I feel better. I sound terrible. I feel fine. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So nice to see you, all of you. So my name is Steve. If you don't know me, I teach cycle here. I also teach restorative yoga, and I do personal training. And Jen Lauer and I have been pushing for an extra restorative yoga class because you guys want it. So today is the first one. So brand new Sunday, 10 a.m. So when you see Jennifer Lauer, thank her because she worked really hard to make this happen, and we're both really excited that it gets to be here. And sometimes we might alternate, and she might teach us too. But new restorative yoga every Sunday at 10 a.m. So I'm glad you guys are here. So if there's something you don't want to do, you never have to do it. If there's something you want to do and I don't do it, feel free to go ahead and do something that feels good for you. The only way that you can do any of this wrong is if something feels painful. If something hurts or doesn't feel good, it's not the right thing. Other than that, take this to whatever level you want it to be, okay? I have a bit of a cold. I sound worse than I feel. I feel great, but I just sound like I'm about to die. I'm not going to die. I'm okay. So, what's that?
You're not going to get us sick.
I'm not. Well, I might because we're gonna make out. So you're probably gonna. Because I'm gonna make out with all of you. So you're probably gonna get sick. So just be prepared for that. I know that Mary's like, thanks for the warning. So when you're ready, just roll right down onto your backs and get comfortable on your mat. So for the next 50 plus minutes, it's all about you. It's all at your own pace. If anything, think about the fact that you have 50 minutes all to yourself to go as slow as you want, to stretch as long as you want in a certain pose. There's no rush. So enjoy. And then the next thing you have to just think about is slowing down your breath. And to do that, all you want to do is take nice big inhales in through your nose. Fill up your chest and lungs. You can hold your breath for a second if you like, and then nice deep exhale. Press all that air out. It's okay to hear your breath. It's okay to hear your neighbor's breath. It's part of the practice. So don't be self-conscious about it. Just breathe deeply. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. We're going to stay right here where we are for a little bit, just with our breath, and then we'll do a nice light check-in from the crown of our head all the way down to our toes. So all you have to do right now is breathe. And as you're there breathing, we're going to start from the crown of our head and just work our way down. What are you holding on to that has tension? That can be mental and it can be physical. For the next 50 minutes, if you are holding on to anything in your brain that you can do nothing about, let it go. Whatever it is, if it's not serving you, let it go. Release that tension. And now the physical. Where are you holding tension? Can you make your forehead a little flatter? Let go of that frown. Let your eyes roll back into their sockets. Unclench your jaw. Your mouth can just rest comfortably, tongue on the floor of your mouth. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. Let your shoulder blades melt onto your mat. Arms are nice and loose, fingers are nice and loose. They can either be palms down, touching the floor, or face up, fingertips to the sky. Your back can be nice and flat, or you can have a small curve right there to your mid to lower back. Release your hips. Legs are nice and loose, toes opening to either side. When you exhale, think about just melting into your mat. Exhale. Whenever you're ready, start to gently wiggle out your fingers and wiggle out your toes. Open and close your fists. Feet can open to either side, toes. And then gently roll your neck side to side, chin coming down toward each shoulder. Nice little half moon rotations. And then both arms are going to reach up over top, fingertips touch, try to reach that back wall. If you knock into some toes or knock over a water bottle, it's okay. Toes are going to come to touch in front, try to reach those front mirrors. Imagine I'm pulling on your hands and on your feet, that nice deep stretch right from your center. And now we're going to do what we've created in here. We call it banana asana. So you're going to press your hips over to the left. Your fingers and your toes will curve over to the right. So think of making yourself into a human banana. Curve out on one side. Perfect. Bring it back to the center. And now press your hips over to the right. Legs and arms go to the left. Banana asana. Hands and feet go back up to the top again. Stretch it out one more time. And then when you're ready, pull both knees into your chest one at a time, nice and gently. And then start to roll on your back. Just make nice little circles by pulling your knees in toward you and pressing them away. Go one way for a little while, and then when you're ready, reverse it and take it the other way. Make it feel good. Take the time to make it feel good. And then when you're ready, the left leg is going to go straight back onto the floor. Keep that right knee pulled into your chest. Fingers wrap around that right knee. Roll out that ankle. Point and flex your toes. And then hands are going to slide right behind that kneecap and take that right leg straight up into the sky. Nice. If your leg doesn't go totally straight, that's okay. It's always okay to have a bend in your knee. But try to make it as straight as you can. Point your toes up to the ceiling, and then make your foot nice and flat like you're standing on it. Point, flat. Couple more at your own pace. Just go for it. Make it feel good. When you're ready, pull that right knee back into your chest. And now that right hand is going to grab that right knee and open that right leg over to the right. If you want your leg to come all the way down to the floor, it can. If you want to hold on to it, you can use that right elbow to become a kickstand and hold that knee up with your hand. Breathe. So remember, everything's always at your own rate, at your own pace, And always, if there's something you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. If you want to take that hand from holding your kneecap to behind your knee again and stretch out that right leg nice and straight to the side, you can do that. If you have like a strap, you can use your strap. If you have a towel, you can wrap your towel around that foot. Nice, everybody. If you have a nice neighbor, you can ask them to hold on to it. Jamie? I'm sure you get the benefits of yoga by having someone just do it for you. When you're ready, slowly pull that right knee back into your chest. And then reach over with that left hand and grab that right knee. And now pull that right knee across your body over to the left. So we're doing our lower body twist right here. Take your knee as far over as you can while keeping your shoulder blades nice and flat. Don't let them lift off. If that means your knee no longer goes as far as you thought it would, that's okay. Breathe. If you want to take your head and look the opposite direction of your knee, then you'll have your upper and lower body twist. And now same thing that we did on that other side. If you want to slide your hand underneath your kneecap and open that right leg straight over to the side on the left now, you can do that as well. Any modification that you do that makes something work better for you is the right one. When you're ready, pull that right knee back into your chest. Roll back onto your back so it's nice and flat. One more thing, take that right leg up into the sky, and now slowly, if you want to, walk your hands up that right leg. It might get to your ankle, it might get to some of your toes, it might not get anywhere near any of that stuff, and that's okay. Nice, everybody. Breathe, don't hold your breath. When you're ready, walk your hands down that right leg, pull that right knee into your chest, and then take that right leg straight out to meet the left. We'll do the left side in just a second, but right now I want to do a little back stuff in between, okay? So everyone, just right where you are, this is going to be super little movement, okay? Press your back as flat as you can onto your mat so there's no space underneath your back at all. You'll feel your kind of like tailbone curve up toward the ceiling. That's good. Now, make a small little bridge by pressing your tailbone back down and lifting up your stomach. Think about maybe having a hand now be able to slide right behind your back. Now make that back super flat. Curl your tailbone. Now press your stomach up. Make your tiny little bridge. Couple more, nice and flat. Exhale. Inhale, make your bridge. Exhale, flat. One more. Inhale, bridge. Exhale, flat. So that was up and down. Now we're going to do side to side. Think about having nothing else move except for your hips. Just drop your hip bones to side, okay? Maybe you come up and curl onto each side a little bit, but try to keep just nice and steady in the center. So right hip goes down, left hip goes down. You can make it as big or as little as you want. Stuff like this I know seems really small, but stuff like this helps you to keep your back nice and healthy. When you're ready, make your back nice and flat again. And then pull that left knee into your chest. Nice and slow. Take your time. Roll out that ankle, point and flex those toes. Stretch out your toes and create space in between them. And then with that left hand's going to open that left knee over to the left. Make your kickstand. I skipped one. We'll put it back in there. We'll get it in there. You guys always know, tell me when I screw up, because I'll be like, if I don't know it, I'll fix it, but if I know it, I'll be like, cool, we got this. Roll out that ankle and all that good stuff. And since we're over here, we might as well do it. If you want to, take that leg straight out to the side. Slide those fingers behind that kneecap. One side of the human body is always a little bit stronger and or more flexible than the other. It doesn't mean anything's wrong, it just is natural. So if something doesn't match up, it's not a big deal. When you're ready, pull that left knee back into your chest. Slide both hands behind your kneecap. Now we'll get that straight leg in the sky on the left. Point and flex your toes, roll out your ankle. Breathe. Think about putting your shoulder blades down onto your mat as well. Press your chest up. Point your toes up to the ceiling. Nice and flat. Ceiling nice and flat. Go back and forth between the two. Now pull that knee back into your chest. Right hand will reach over and grab that left knee, and now pull that left knee over to the right. Upper body twist, shoulder blades nice and flat. Exhale. And then head can turn to the side if you want to get the full body twist in there. Breathe. So when I first started taking yoga, I thought the goal was to just get in the pose and then you did it and you're done. So when you inhale as you move into a pose, that's your body saying, okay, I'm about to do this. When you get in the pose and you breathe, that's the work. So whenever you finally get to a pose that feels good, breathe deeply, because that's where your yoga is happening. When you're ready, slowly come back onto your back. Pull that left knee into your chest one more time, and then take that leg straight up. When you're ready, and if you want to, you guys are already there, that's awesome. Walk your hands up that left leg, great. Go for the level that feels good, your ankles, your shin, your toes, strap or a towel. Walk your hands back down that leg. Nice, everybody. Pull that knee into your chest. And then left leg goes straight out onto the floor to meet the right. Oh, damn it, I forgot something else. All right. Well, we have to do it. So pull that knee back into your chest. Thank God you guys love me. Thank God. Pull that knee back over to the right. And then open that leg straight out to the right. Yeah, no, oh, okay, we'll do it. Sorry. We'll blame it on the cold, but you guys know that I'm always this way. But I am sorry that I sound like B. Arthur today. If you don't know who B. Arthur is, that means you're too young now. I don't like you at all. Whoever just said, was it you, James?
Yeah.
Right on. Well, Jamie, it's because you are B. Arthur. You're just 20. You're just the 20-year-old version of her. Pull that knee back into your chest and take that left leg back out onto the floor. Now we got everything. Nice job, everybody. Stretch it out one more time. Take your fingertips to the back wall, toes to the mirrors. Give me that nice deep stretch again. Let everything come back down by your side, and then you're just going to roll onto your left side, pulling your knees into your chest in a fetal position. Curl yourself up into a little ball. If you can really think about making your back into a nice letter C, knees coming into your chest, head coming down toward the direction to meet them. Very nice. You can put a towel underneath your head. If you want to use your block, you can make that into a pillow. So since this is the first Sunday one, I know some of you guys have never taken it before. But this is, the pose is fetal position. It's one of my favorite things for what I'm about to do. So this is all of our original state. This is how every one of us started before this thing called life happened to us. So right now, in your original state, remind yourself of why you like yourself. Remind yourself of how lucky you are. What are you grateful for? What makes you happy? It's okay to tell yourself good stuff about yourself. I don't think we do enough of it. So right now, just give yourself some positive talk. Breathe. When you're ready, roll onto the center of your back. Take your time and let those legs slowly follow right after you, because we're going to go right over to the right. Fetal position on your right. Curl yourself up into your little ball. And if you've already run out of the good self-talk that you're supposed to be doing, I'll give you some. One, I am so thankful for each and every one of you. You guys are some of my favorite people of all time. You mean a lot to me. When I go away, I think about you guys truthfully, and I miss you. So just know that you matter to me very much. Breathe. Whenever you're ready, and always take your time. And if you want to stay here longer, you can. Roll back onto your backs. Soles of the feet are going to plant nice and flat on the floor. Knees are in the sky. And now soles of the feet are going to touch as each knee opens to either side like a book. This is our hip opener right here. So make sure you're nice and comfortable. If you feel any tightness or any pulling, that's okay, but pain is bad. So let your breath do the work for you, okay? Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. If this is too much for you, you can take your blocks or a towel and kind of sandwich them underneath each hip. You can take your hands on either side and hold them up if it's a little too intense, or you can just take a deeper breath. We're going to stay here for a few rounds, so just settle into it and breathe. Still on those inhales, fill up your chest and lungs. On your exhales, press all that air out. Feel your stomach drop into itself. Sorry. So keep everything right where it is. Just bring that left knee over to touch that right knee. So now you're doing that lower body twist thing again. We're going to add on to it. So take your bottom foot, your right foot, slide it out from underneath and stack it on top of that left knee. So your right foot stacks on top of your left knee. It pulls your left hip over a little bit more and opens it up a little bit more to the side. Do we all got that one? Yep. Everyone except Nikki. Perfect. Everyone else but Nikki. Good. Good. Breathe. Nice. When you're ready, slide that foot back down underneath. Soles of the feet are going to go back on the floor. You're going to do a little reset in between and do some windshield wipers. So just drop your knees side to side. Try to have them both come down to the floor and just feel that rotation on your lower back. If you like windshield wipers and those are okay, you can keep doing that. You can turn it into accordion by leading with one knee and have the other one follow behind it a little bit. And then when you're ready, both knees, when they head over to the left, will stay right over there on the left. Lower body twist. And then bring that left foot out from underneath and stack it on top of the right. Breathe. Perfect. Nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. Always keep checking in with yourself. What can you let go of? Where are you holding tension in each pose? Let go of it. If your mind is drifting away into something that you can't work on, let go of that. If you've turned your head to the side, bring that head back to the center, slide that foot back down onto the floor. Both knees are back up in the sky. Do a little reset of windshield wipers or accordion. And then when you're ready, we're going to pull both knees into our chest again. You can do your rock side to side if you want. Left leg will go straight out. Right knee is still pulled into your chest. Now we're just going to alternate. So switch. Make sure your tailbone's okay. Pain is bad. Switch. 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 Pull both knees into your chest one more time, and then both feet will go back down onto the floor. If you want to press up and down onto your toes, lift your heels up a little bit, or press onto your heels, lift your toes up a little bit. That'll feel nice on your calves, maybe in your hamstrings. We're going to do pigeon on our back next, okay? So take that right ankle, have it come up and intersect that left knee. So part of this pose, everybody, is that right knee wants to come back toward your forehead. Try to keep that right knee opening toward the mirror as much as you can. If we were doing this like regularly, we'd be nice and flat on the floor, so that knee couldn't come back toward you, so press it away. Hands go underneath that left knee, and then take that left leg right up into the sky. Keep checking on that right knee, make sure it opens toward the mirror. Your back can be nice and flat, or you can curve your back out a little bit and bring your head up if you want. It's always up to you. Nice. Nice. Bring that left foot down, uncross, right foot comes down, left foot reaches over, and that left ankle intersects that right knee. Open that left knee toward the mirror. Hand slide underneath your right knee. Take that right leg up into the sky for pigeon on your back. Nice. So this time, have your left leg join your right leg straight up into the sky. Both hands can go behind those legs. And now when we've done our hip opener, remember how that felt with the soles of the feet touching and each knee opening to either side? Slowly bring your legs down. Have your fingers wrap around those toes and do your hip opener this way. Bring your heels down as far as they can toward you. Nice. Remember, if something doesn't feel good, don't do it. Your heels can go to whatever level you want, as long as it feels all right. Nice. And now keep your hands wrapped around the outside of your feet. Rotate your knees in towards you. Let your arms go onto the outside if you want, and then pull those knees back into your chest for happy baby. Right on. Nice, everybody. You can rock side to side if you want. You can hold it right there. You can pull your legs straight out to either side if you want. It's always up to you to go for the stretch that you feel it's good for you. When you're ready, soles of the feet come back down onto the floor. Think about keeping your knees closer together versus further apart. Fingertips are going to reach down and find your heels. So if your fingertips can just touch your heels, that's great. That's a good spot. It's a good position for us to do our modified bridge. So all you need to do for modified bridge is just press your hips up. Arms stay flat on the side. Nice inhale, press those hips up. It can be as much or as little as you want. Exhale, roll it down nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time. Melt into your mat. Inhale, press it up. Keep those knees close together. The higher you press up, the more there is to come down though, so that's nice. Exhale, come down. So keep doing that at your own pace. Inhale, press it up. You can hang out up there as long as you want if it feels good. Exhale, come down when you're ready. Keep doing a few more rounds like that, all on your own. If you want to just stay in bridge and do that pose all together, or just stay up there, go for that as well. Whenever you're ready, complete your final one, and then slowly, one vertebrae at a time, come back down onto your mat. Just take those legs straight out, and then just roll onto your stomachs. You'll probably be facing the back wall. Take your time always, because there's never any rush. Stack your hands right on top of each other. You can bring your chin down, you can bring your forehead down. And then pick a side and take that cheek and stack it on top of your hands and look to one side. Doesn't matter which side, we're going to do both. Go ahead and look the other way. Bring that chin back to the center. If you want to place your forehead down onto your hands, you can roll your head, your forehead over your knuckles. It's just a little bit of a massage on your forehead, especially if you can roll it over to the temples. It feels kind of nice. Bring that head back to the center, either your forehead or your chin. So think about keeping yourself nice and flat. So your legs are not going to lift up behind you on this one. They're going to actually come to your side. So take your right knee and bring it up to meet your right elbow on your side, nice and flat on the floor. So the best way that I can explain it, and it's not always the greatest visual in a yoga class, imagine you're a frog that was just run over. So your leg is flat on the ground off to your side. Yep. Namaste. Dead frog. Nice, good. What'd you say? Sleeping frog. There we go. Yeah, why, exactly. Why does it have to be dead? I'm sorry. It can just be sleep. It's resting. Resting frog pose. When you're ready, bring that leg back by your side. Take your head and look over the other direction. If you chose to tilt your head, then bring that left knee up to that left elbow, nice and flat on the floor. Resting frog. Breathe. Take that left leg back down behind you. Very nice, everybody. Before we move on, take those arms both down by your side. Roll your shoulder blades over. And again, bring your cute little face down and look to one side. And then take your cute little face and look to the other side. the center, either your forehead or your chin, and bring those arms back up to the top any way that feels good. Legs are going to lift up behind you, straight into the sky. And now just drop them side to side like windshield wipers that we did on our other side. Do it on this side. Try to get those legs down to touch the floor on each side. That's going to bring your hips up and your lower abdomen. And what that helps is you're rolling over your internal organs right now. So why is that good? It's good because it helps them to work a little bit more efficiently. It kind of cleans them out, refreshes them, because you're pressing on them in ways you normally don't. So drink water today.
Was there something
There's something else that I do say after that, but I can't remember what it was. I think it's something like drink lots of water today. If that water happens to be ice in your drinks, that counts. That's what I say.
Yeah.
There we go. You brought it back. But that, you guys live here. That usually works when I work at like a tourist spot. Not so much here. I mean, unless you're drinking right now in your flask, that's cool. When you're ready, keep those legs right up in the sky now behind you. Take that right arm back, either grab your ankle or your toes on the right, and then let that left leg go out. So pull that right foot in toward you. Good. Think about bringing that heel as close down as you can toward you. Breathe. Yep, you can use one hand, you can use both. And then when you're ready, just switch it out. Same thing on the other side. Grab that left foot, ankle, toes, one arm, both arms, whatever you want. Keep that foot right where it is. Bring the other one back to join it. So now you're pulling both legs in towards you. When we inhale, we're going to lift everything up, and that's optional. You don't have to do that. What you want to think about, though, when you do, is press your feet into your hands. That's what's going to give you the rise on your chest, believe it or not. So inhale, lift up, press into your feet. It can be little, it can be big, it's up to you. Exhale, come down. Nice, Ellie. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower down. Couple more. Make it feel good for you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Nice, Miss Pam. All right. Bring everything back down to your mat. Bring your hands down and your elbows down, and then press your chest up for Sphinx pose. Think like Egypt and stuff. Press into your lower back. So you can curve your neck out and look up to the top of the ceiling. That feels good, but it also feels really good to let your head go and just hang down in front of you as much as you can. Feel that nice stretch at the back of your neck, probably on the sides of your neck too. Inhale, bring your head up, look up to the top of the ceiling, curve your back out maybe just a little. Exhale, let your head hang down. Nice. So it's going to shift from Sphinx pose into baby cobra. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Keep your elbows right by your side, and then press up as much or as little as you want. That's up to you. Nice, everybody. Nice. Exhale, lower down. Any modification you want to do for this, go for it. Inhale, press it up. These look great, everybody. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. We'll do one more. When you're ready, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful. When you're ready, take your time, let everything come down, and you're just going to roll back onto your backs. We'll be at Shavasana in just a little bit, but we're just going to do a little bit more before that, okay? So make sure you're nice and flat. Always get your foundation really comfortable again, and then we'll build on top of it, okay? So bring that right foot and slide it up next to your left leg, as if we were doing tree pose, if we were standing. So bring that left foot up, maybe above your knee, can be below your knee, but just right there on the side so it's still on the floor. Arms can stay by your side, arms can reach up over your head like you would do if you were doing standing tree, but that's always up to you. So we got 3 more places for our foot to go. That sounds weird, sorry. What you're gonna do is lift up that left knee. So lift up your knee and now slide that foot underneath it and bring that left knee back down right on top of your ankle. These are some of those micro little movements that don't seem like a big deal, but they're getting other spots that we didn't have before in the first pose. Might feel these a little bit more in your glutes. Lift up that left knee, slide that foot up from underneath. Left leg goes nice and flat, and now take that foot and stack it on top of that left knee. So now your right leg is kind of like out in space. Final position for this one, just take that right foot and slide it all the way down to the floor on the opposite side of that left knee. So you're still stepping over that left leg, okay? You got it. Yep, perfect. Nice. Okay. When you're ready, let that open back to the side. Slide that right foot down. We'll do that same sequence on the left. Bring that left foot in on the floor by that right thigh. Lift up that right knee, slide it underneath. Slide that foot back out from underneath. Right leg goes down, stack that right ankle on top of that left ankle on top of that right knee. So your knee's out in space again. And then final one, slide that foot onto the floor so that left foot is stepping over your right leg. Nice. And then when you're ready, take that leg back straight down onto the floor. Because now it's time for Shavasana. So close your eyes. So the purpose of Shavasana is to absorb the work that you just did. So close your eyes, get comfortable. You'll be here for just a minute or two, and then I'll bring us all back and we'll finish class together. So until then, just enjoy your Shavasana. And where you are, wiggle out your fingers and wiggle out your toes. Gently roll your head side to side, chin coming down to each shoulder. Exactly. Yes, I agree. Arms reach up above your head, fingertips touch, reach that back wall again one more time. Toes come to touch in front. Do that nice deep stretch one more time. And you guys always have options. So one option is you can roll to your side again in that fetal position like we did before. And you can stay there for a breath or two. Or two, you can just press yourself up to a comfortable seat of your choice. And that can be ankles crossed, legs straight out in front, on your knees, whatever feels good. If you roll to your side, stay there as long as you want. And then if you want to, press yourself up. You can always do our final prayer nice and flat on your mat too if you don't want to come up at all. When you get to where you want to be, take a nice big inhale. Nice deep exhale. Bring both to your hands at your heart in prayer. And now one final inhale and exhale together. Inhale. Exhale. I truly believe we only keep what we have by giving it away, and we all have so much. And by that, I mean a kind word, patience, a second chance. If you give any of that away, you will get it back, and you will get it back today. With that, I take my forehead and I bow it to my fingertips. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Yes. Wonderful. For those of you who know me, I will always overdo it in telling you how much I love you, and I do. I love you all very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for coming today. This same class, if this is new to you, happens Monday and Wednesday at 10 a.m. and now Sunday. So thank you all. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. All right, now get out. But take your time getting out.
Restorative.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Nice to see you.
That's good. Thank you.
Just to give yourself the permission to slow down and smooth your hands up.
Usually I only do it doing things at home that are not going
But yeah, it's hard to do this moment.
That's right, I got something to do. I always remember when I played golf that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've done it before normally Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Don't argue. Good. That was so good.
Thank you very much.